So good morning again, everyone. I am Iris, and I am your host for the Creative Head-Wrappin session. We are in session 4. Welcome, Carolyn, for joining us. I see that you got your sound set. It was a little bit of challenge for you. Let me unmute you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you please put in the chat and join with the rest of us where you are joining us from? And what do you think my head is wrapped with? Let me give you a little side back to you.
Oh, no.
And also, can you adjust your screen? You also, Janie, so I can see you. One can see heads. It's a little better. Maybe have to come up or something. There you go. Tell I can't see your face.
I don't know what to do. I'm just here.
Where's Carol?
Tilt your camera down towards you. You'll see it change.
Okay.
There you go. That's good.
Okay. I don't know what to
do.
Hey, you're learning like the rest of us.
Okay, so we have a little smaller group than last week. We understand that some people had some challenges getting in, but we are going to go forth. Just quickly join in with us and put in the chat. Okay. You said a piece of material. Okay, awesome. So we have a short mini skirt, a nightgown, PJs, and a piece of material. So every week we start off with my head wrap with something different and everyone trying to guess what they think it is. I'm going to let y'all know because y'all know I'm transparent. This one gave me a little bit of challenge because
it looks good
because of the fabric. But once I almost gave up. I was like, okay, no, I'm not trying to do this today. Remember how I talked about every time you wrap, it's different every time. It's never exactly the same. So you add your little twist, your personality to it and how you're feeling that day that you're wrapping. And so it comes out different every time. And so this one, I said, okay, I'm going to try it because I've been talking about using different things and I'm going to do this today. And so I started with it and it just was all over the place. Then I had it hanging and I said, okay, maybe this is not for today. Something said, try it one more time. And then when I did it, I said, oh, I really like this. But it doesn't have any stretch. As you can see, it's a shiny fabric. It is polyester, a polyester blend. And so it's not the easiest material to work with. And so this would be what we call a challenge type of material because you really need to practice. And as you're growing and get better at it, then you can pretty much wrap with anything. Right? So are y'all ready for the reveal?
Yes.
It looks like y'all waiting in anticipation.
Yeah, hurry.
Let me turn down our background music.
It'll be
a little bit loud. Let's do a volume check. How are y'all hearing me? Is that volume good?
For me, yes.
Okay,
yep.
Awesome. All right, here comes the reveal. So my beautiful silky head wrap. I'll start with taking out the back. And I brought it around the front, so I'm going to come back to the front. And I tied it here.
Oh, God, look, I got to put jam on top.
I had to do extra secure because remember, there's no stretch in it. And so you want it to stay on.
Jam on top.
So okay. Here's my sleeves.
There you go. Wow.
A nightgown. Well, that's why I cracked up when you said a short mini skirt. It's a full nightgown, but you know, one of the shorter ones, not full length down your legs. Okay. So it's a gown that comes mid thigh.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it has slits on the side. So that makes it a little more challenging, you know, the more different things you have going on. So this has slits on the side, this has a V-neck, it has buttons. So, you know.
So, so Iris,
Yes.
where did you start with it? Not to, I don't want to, I'm not saying wrap it again, but where did you start with that? It's got so many openings.
Correct. So I started, remember we said the bottom. So because it has slits in it, let me hold it. Because it has slits on the side, I took the one end and I folded it like this, folded it over to meet up. And then I used that the same way we used the t-shirt.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
And take it back and tie it, and then use the sleeves for the locking support.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Right.
So I know we have some special requests for what we want to get to today, and so I want to make sure that I get to the requests. So what was your request, Pastor Frank?
Jihad look.
The jihad look. Okay, so that is on the table. We'll get to that. Let's start with you telling me what you brought today. Who brought a t-shirt? Who brought a nightgown, a dress, a shirt? What did y'all bring today? Fabric.
I brought the cardigan.
Okay, you brought it. Oh, right. We got a cardigan. What else we have?
I brought a t-shirt.
Okay, t-shirt.
Short sleeve.
Short sleeve. Okay, so let's start with the t-shirt. And then we'll go to a couple of types of fabric. So here's my t-shirt. I'll switch it up today. This is my Unity Diversity t-shirt. So maybe I want a little bit of that to show. It has a little bit of color. It has some words. And so you decide. Maybe you don't want anything. You want it solid. Maybe you want it to have a little blend of the color. So, okay, I'm shifting myself to adjust to the sun overshadowing me. So I'm using the end, the bottom part of the t-shirt. I put my head in it. I'm adjusting and pulling the ends, the sides out. So I have my thumb in the side. Put your head in it. Yes.
Some challenges. Okay.
All right. So you have your ends, and I'm taking it and I'm squeezing it together to pull it back, because that's going to be my pie. The t-shirts are a little bit easier to work with because it gives you a little bit of stretch, because it's a cotton blend. And it's not so much that it ruins the shirt, so you still can wear your t-shirt. So that creates the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So we've created the foundation. Now I left my hair down today to kind of keep it out of the way, because I know last week a few people said, oh, that's not fair. Your hair is making the beautiful design part, right?
Right.
So I left it down today, but I'm just gonna tuck it back. So now once we have our foundation, we decide what we want to do with it. Whether we want the bun twist around the back. So we'll do that one first. So I'm going to push my hair under. And remember, depending on the length of the shirt, depends on how much you can wrap and how much you can twist. And every shirt is a different size. So you may have a medium shirt, a large shirt, extra large, triple X. That all makes the difference on what you have and what you can do with it. So this one is I want to say a medium or a large. So you want to keep all your ends And you're tucking. My hair is in the way, so I'm just gonna push that under. Any loose ends, you want to tuck them.
Oh, go girl, you go girl.
So I'm gonna twist this a little more. You see how that popped out to make it tighter. And you can pull on it a little bit. It's not gonna hurt it.
Okay, I know where I'm gonna stick
You said you're gonna stitch it.
it.
Oh, y'all look good. Right.
Oh, I like that, Sister Jane. I like the
love
colors.
that colors.
Yes, that's nice.
And see, she has a nice round, smooth.
Mm.
So ordinarily, you know, I usually put my hair in a scrunchie, bunch it, and then wrap around it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I got my little personality hanging out today. See my little lock.
Yes.
So you could always do whatever. You go with how you're feeling. Go with your flow. Be creative. And just let it go how it goes. So I got a little bit of my color up here.
Oh.
Okay. So again, depending on the size of the shirt, depends on how much you could wrap. Let's see if I got enough with this shirt to bring it to the front. And again, you feel it out.
That's what I'm going to get.
So I do have enough.
Oh, you bring it to the front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. That ain't working for me. Okay, so untie this.
So remember, I worked from the same foundation. I didn't change the foundation of it. So I had it to where I could wrap it in the back. And then I took out my back roll and I just took the ends and twisted it up and brought it to the front.
Okay, so mine is a little short.
Right. So again, depending on the length or the size of the t-shirt.
Right.
Yeah, so depending on the size of the t-shirt. And it does give you a little bit of stretch.
Yeah, mine is short. The sleeves are short.
Oh, look at that. Jenny, you better work.
Oh, thank you.
Can you bring it up so I can see? Can you bring her picture close?
Oh, where you want to see it? The back, front?
Do I need to do that? Okay. Because
Yeah.
her picture's at the top and small and I can't really see the.
Oh. All of mine is the same side. So
Yeah.
I don't know what
you. Oh, that has to be your view on your computer. Change
okay,
the
I can. You in the middle. Obviously, you're in the middle, so I can see it. I can see you very good. You're on your part, but everybody else is on top in the smaller screen.
Okay, so you have option screens on yours as well to look at different views.
All right. So what I need to just go to the top or something.
Mine looks smooth enough, or does it look?
Yeah, it's perfect. Right, it's how you feel. So now you have, I see on your right side.
Yeah.
Right. You might just want to tuck that because that looks like it might be the neck, a piece of the neck or the sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but I love those colors are working for you.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was giggling. I said, "Oh, I want to get something different," from.
Yes.
Okay.
So beautiful. So yeah. So using the same foundation, you just tuck it tighter, in a roll type format, and bring it around to the front. Again, working with the length of the shirt you have will let you know how much you can do with it, how many different options you have. Okay. All right. So that's a t-shirt. Looking a little cute there. Carolyn, did you bring anything to the party? Or you just want to observe today? Wait, you on mute.
I am.
Okay, I got you off. Go ahead. I can hear you.
I'm observing this time.
Okay. All right. Well, we welcome.
Let me ask you this. You know what? When you did that piece, I took the one piece and twist. I didn't realize I had two pieces I could do.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Oh, okay.
So you stepped away.
Okay.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
See?
Yes. Okay.
I'm glad you caught it. Yes. So
Okay,
do that. Let me see you do it. Let me
Go
see.
ahead. Yeah.
Do it. Yes.
Okay. Do
So,
this.
yeah. Get control over it by rolling it, bring it around, tie it.
Higher. Okay.
Once you tie it and create your foundation.
Right. I can do that. Right.
Right. You could do the one tie or you could do the double tie. Yep. The double tie might help.
The double tie. Okay. I don't want a headache.
Right.
Not too tight.
Yeah. Not too tight.
Okay, not too tight.
It sure will give you a headache. I did one, I've been practicing. I did one.
I
So
think I
said,
better leave that there
and
and just tuck this in. Okay,
Yes.
like that, right? Is
Yes.
that good?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And then go back around and play with
And-
your ends that's sticking up and fix it how you want to fix it.
Oh, see,
I love it.
yes. Very good. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Awesome. You better work. All right.
right.
I think we have mastered the t-shirt in these.
Yes.
What do you think? What say you? We have mastered wrapping with the t-shirt. All right. So this pulling out my fabric choices because y'all know I have a whole stack here.
I see.
I keep a stack nearby, so something for everyone. So I'm going to go to the orange. So this is a rayon silk blend. It's very old. You can almost see through it. I've had it a long time. But again, the focus of this platform that we're doing, and we're in the 4th week of this creative head wrapping session. And this is to give us options in this season that we're in of wrapping our head. Our head is our crown. It's our crown jewel. It is the top of us. It is where we receive energy. It is our source of energy. And so we can look at our hair as antennas, and we want to protect our crown. We want to cover our crown. Plus it gives us options in these days where we can't go to the beauty parlor or maybe change up our style and address that. So this gives us other options without having to run out and buy something, because we can use what's in our home. The phrase, what's in your hands? What do you already have? So looking at what we have in our home that we can use, and we can use it to beautify ourselves, to uplift ourselves, to give us a change and something fresh and something new, and be creative with it. And so that is why I show using various types of items, from the traditional regular scarf to the dress, the nightgown, and all of the above. So let's go to the scarf. All right, so here we go. Again, simplify. Just take it basically, this has good length. So I can just twist it once in the back, bring it to the front.
Oh, that's what you have.
And just depending on my length. Now, if yours is getting shorter, you feel it gets shorter, you start tucking now. But however, I have more length, so I can take it back to the back and start tucking it back there. You always have the option. You always have the option to tie it, and you're tucking it in the foundation that you create. And although it looks like I'm tucking both sides at the same time, I'm actually holding one side in my hand and tucking the other side. So I have two sides. So I hold one side, hold this side, and I start to tuck that side. Like that. Then, still holding that side, take it across and start tucking that side. So I'm not asking you to be a magician. Okay. And then you adjust it how you want it. Now mine's is looking a little lopsided, so you just tighten it up, personalize it, make it how you wanna, go with how you feel. You wanna make it a little more defined in your layers. You want it further down, maybe you want it further back. Just push it back and you adjust it how you want it. Maybe you want it thicker, bring that down like that. So you have it. Once you've created your foundation, you can work with it and do what you want. Yes.
What can I do?
Start tucking in. You can either do a twirl it for a little support, and then start tucking it. No, one,
Okay.
and start tucking it.
Okay. Okay. Maybe one
Right.
time.
One too many.
Okay, then start tucking.
Yeah, start tucking. The more you do it, the better at it you get.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Oh yes, you got that.
Okay. So let's do this. Yeah, I just got to find where you can tuck it at.
Right, right.
All righty.
Okay. And again, this one can be used to do your bun in the back if you want. So this could be wrapped around. Same way. So if I'm going to wrap it that way, I would probably do a little tie for foundation.
Okay, two ties in the back.
I did one.
One. Okay, one in the back.
Um, Start wrapping it around.
Okay, that's.
And then start tucking it depending on your length.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Tuck one side, hold the other, and then take the other side and tuck it. Again, depending on your length, will depend on where you're tucking it and when you start tucking it.
Okay.
All right. So again, you fix your hair accordingly. I could have put all my hair in it. Again, I'm trying to keep it down so that you can see it better.
Okay.
We talked about the different lengths. So again, if you are buying fabric or prepared scarves, the basic length if you buy in from a fabric store is either 36 inches in width or 45 inches in width, and that gives you the bulk of your material. And I use anywhere from a yard to 3 yards. The difference between the amount of yards of 1 yard. 1 yard, of course, is more manageable, especially if you're starting out. 3 yards to anything over 1 yard is if you want volume, you want it bigger, or you want more to create your design of how you want the wrap to look. So that would be when you use more fabric, more yards. All right.
Okay.
Have a little print. So this is wider. I have it folded in half.
All righty.
Is that's a square or what?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, let me show you.
It's
So this is it's thin. So this is a very thin fabric. You can use it open again.
Okay.
Yes, I have it folded in half the long way.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, do you have the number?
Yes, she said how to get she said it's in the Facebook. What she said?
Guess somebody trying to get in, so we're gonna let her have that conversation.
Okay.
Right, so I took this and I folded it in half. You don't have to. It just makes it a little more manageable. I could show it to you full length. So if I'm doing it full length, full length and full width. So now this is the width that I decreased by folding it in half. So this is full length, which you see it's a lot to work with. So as you get more comfortable with it. So let's just say maybe I want it a little bit thinner. So I say I want to use it full length. So you have to find your ends. Okay. And then you bring it around, depending again on the length, and you start tucking. So this is full length. So you see how it has more body to it, has more volume. I use the full width. So you see how it is thicker in the wrap part. So I'm using more of the material. And because it's thin, it just kind of like folds into itself. And you just adjust it. And then you just adjust it. Awesome, then. How's that working for you? Take your time with it.
Try it. I don't know, but mine is a little shorter than, I mean, it's not like the width that, well.
The length.
It's shorter. Yeah. It's shorter than the piece you have, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see your length is shorter.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't have any stretch, right?
No, there's no stretch.
Right, so
I'll just leave it like that.
You could tuck it. That could tuck on the side.
Okay. I didn't want to take up all your time trying to.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No, this don't have any stretch.
Right.
It's just a cotton piece and it's just wherever way you put it is going to stay because it's not, well, I can't fix it to go no.
Right. Yeah, so you just adjust it. Now this fabric doesn't have stretch. This is not stretch.
Oh, okay.
But it's thin, so it kind of goes with
yeah.
That is more of a rayon, I can see.
Yeah, and it don't have any stretch.
Right.
Thick. I mean,
it has a thickness to it.
Yeah, it has a thickness to it.
Yep. So I do see that. Okay. And so again, you can wrap this around in the bun in the back if you want as well. So you can always do that pretty much with any fabric.
Okay. Well, do that. If I left it like that, would that look tacky?
No, it's cute.
Okay. I mean, with the flap like kind of on the side there.
I see it. It's cute. So I'm working my bun. We talked about doing it with fabrics that don't have on the stretch like the other.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So this doesn't have the stretch, but you can still do it, and you're just tucking it. So you have to be a little better at tucking. It's just gonna stay where you have it. And then you just adjust the front. So again, more material gives you more volume. Let me see what you got. Yeah, okay. Okay.
That's the best I could do with this one.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to move to a fabric more like that. Get my tuck out. Got to remember where tucked at, right? Usually, if you pull on a piece, it starts to loosen up. You tuck it real good, then sometimes you can't find where you tucked it.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right. So that's that one. Yeah, I'll move to a sarong. So we buy sarongs. We have sarongs, which is good for travel. They're multi-purpose.
Yeah.
You can use it as a wrap skirt. You can use it as a little summer dress on the beach over your bathing suit. So this is a full length sarong with the fringes on the end. For manageability, I'm going to show it to you folded in half the long way. So I'm taking my two ends and I'm folding it in half the long way. Directly in half, see? And then I'm just going to take that and put it over my head. I'm just going to turn this in the back. No tie, no nothing. I'm just bringing it to the front. Okay. Smooth that out on both sides. Take it to the back. Now, yeah, yours look about the same length as mine. So I'm just going to start tucking it. So I'm tucking it in the back. Remember, you're tucking opposite sides. And I'm okay with the little frilled edges falling to the side. But you know, you might be a little more of a stickler, don't want the ends showing, so you just would tuck it in a way where you don't see that. And this has a tag, so you want to make sure that your tag is not showing. Come to the front and adjust it how you want to adjust it. You have colors, you might want to show a little more of a color. Got some little frilly ends sticking out. Want to tuck those. Yep, make sure it's secure and tight. And then adjust the front how you want it. Yeah, right, if you want to push it back, you can push it back. You can put it on the tilt, the slant, however you feel like doing it.
I might not want to try that. It might come off. I like it this way. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so.
It looks loose. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels kind of like it might come loose. I wouldn't go out with it until I really got it tight.
Right.
So it might come loose on me.
So with the materials that don't have stretch, you could pull a little more to make sure. And remember, you can always twist it in the back first.
Okay.
Start to remember, you want to create your foundation so that it's not going to fall off. So you make it as tight as you need it.
I didn't tie it in the back. I just made one cross.
A twist, yeah. Twist it. But when you do that, you want to pull it to the front. So you're creating the firmness of your foundation.
Oh, okay, okay.
So try it again. So open it and start again.
Yeah, because it's pretty loose.
Okay, yeah, because I could see the looseness.
Yeah, it was pretty loose. So.
Yeah. So remember, this is a tutorial session, and it's for you to learn and to get it. So don't feel rushed.
So I'm crossing it. I should tie it, you think?
If you can do it like that way, just bring it tighter.
Yes, tighter than what it was. Yeah.
Right. So now when you do it, yeah, you want to roll it, you want to flatten it, however you want to bring it to the front. And then remember, you're going to cross it again in the front. Cross it, take it across each other, and then to the back. And cross, I think you got a little more.
On one side?
Yeah.
It's not even. Yeah. Oh, good.
You get it.
Yeah, it's about right now.
Okay, just bring it around to the front and then go back and fix it after. Bring it around to the front, cross it, switch hands, bring it across, and then take it to the back and start tucking it. Get your foundation, get it tight, and then come back to create your look, your style.
Okay.
Welcome, Sarah.
How are you? I'm sorry, I ran to the store. I know.
Where you been?
I ran to the store.
You're good.
I lost track of time and I looked, I said, oh my gosh.
You're good. We're glad you made it.
I don't see my face. I forgot how to do that.
No, you'll get it. All right.
With video.
Janie, that's coming along.
Oh.
Just feel it. Just tuck it.
I'm trying to decide, where do I tuck, under or over? In the back. Oh, something. Okay, I got a part here.
Right. So you're tucking, right. So you're tucking that under the other part of the fabric, your groove in the back.
Okay. Oh, okay, yes.
Feel it? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a feel thing.
Yeah.
And so the way you're learning not really to depend on the mirror. I know you can see yourself in the camera, so you are seeing yourself.
Yeah.
Which is the same way it would be if you were just looking in the mirror. But that back part you can't see unless you have a double mirror.
Well, so it's a little tighter now than what I had.
Okay. And I can adjust it.
I have to work with it.
There you go, Sarah.
Yeah, finally. Okay. So you see, I went to the store with this on.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. I got to work with this more. With this.
Yeah. that fabric. So just twist it. And so remember, the further you push it in, you're creating like a roll.
Yeah.
You're tightening it. You're tightening it.
Okay. I'll practice this week on it. On this particular one.
Right.
Yeah. I'll practice.
Let's try this.
Because it's just like thrown up there to me. Let me see. Open up.
So let me, so
okay.
Same thing. So it's in the back. I just took it and brought it across and brought it to the front.
Okay.
Now, if it's that kind of fabric, so this fabric that I have now is more like the one that you just work with.
Yeah, the red one.
Red one.
Yeah, like it's a Sarara, but it's small. It's not as long as that one. But.
Right. So for the one that you have on your head, if you wanted, you could just take it and do like you see it? So it's across once.
Yes.
You can go twice. So securing it tighter back here. So that was twice instead of once, and then bring it to the front.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're creating more back there. So you're creating more back there. So when you bring it back, you have that to tuck into.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh.
So if you need to create more of a foundation back there, then you do that. And then you tuck wherever you need to.
Okay, this is plain.
And you're going to feel it. You're feeling it out. You're feeling, and as you're tucking, you feel the tightness happening. And then you adjust it as you see fit.
Okay.
Okay, so look, so that changed up on me, and that's okay. I adjust it. So then I bring that and I tuck it. I tuck it here. See?
Yeah.
And you just feel it. You're going to feel it. And you tuck it until you get that security. Then once you have that foundation, you adjust it how you want to adjust it.
That's the key, the foundation.
Bringing it further down, taking it further back, however you feel.
Nice.
I tend to like it a little bit down. And then you adjust it how you want it. I like the ripple effect.
Want some more.
Yeah, what you got, Sarah? Is that a dress or a nightgown?
This is a shirt. This is a shirt.
Okay.
But it's a little bit flatter than I wanted it. But as you say, you get your foundation and then you start tucking.
Yes.
So that's that. That looks all right.
Yeah.
Enough.
So always
Okay, so
working with what you have.
I have a skirt. That was my favorite skirt.
Oh, good. You found a skirt. So this is the traditional cultural fabric. And this is actually a stitched down piece. So it has length, not a lot of width. It's just kind of like bandwidth, but it has some good length. So I'm going to start it from the front.
I have one of those.
This is if you're attending maybe a big event and you want to, maybe you have some fabric with a matching outfit. So again, I'm just wrapping. I didn't tie. Say I'm going to an event and I want to stand out. So I just may create a little design. So I'm making a bow. Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, that
I'm-
looks
what
good.
I'm what I'm doing is taking the
Mm-hmm.
ends of the bow and opening it. So in
Mm-hmm.
case you can't see the details of that, opening the bow. And you can leave it like that. Depending, depends on your personality, really. You can pull it back.
So can you get that same effect without any hair showing?
Yeah.
Just with a
There she
wire.
go, every week. So I left my hair out
Uh-huh.
to give you an idea. So last week I had it up. So let's say, so I'm gonna put my hair flat
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to wrap around my hair.
A bigger piece of fabric.
Huh?
You need a wider piece of fabric to cover the whole head.
Yes. So depending on the width of your fabric, right? This is like bandwidth, right?
Okay.
So, but let's say I don't want my hair coming out the top, right? If you
Right.
have, for individual that don't have any hair or short hair, I'm wrapping it around my hair to show you what that effect would look like. So I
Right.
wrapped it around. I don't have any hair coming out the top, and I'm going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to tie it because you see, I wrapping it around my hair took away some of my length, and I'm making my bow. Oh, Jenny got knocked out. Ah, okay. Again, opening my bow, the ends of my bow. And there we go.
Nice.
A little more, depending on what you're attending, what type of event, you want something a little more eccentric. So that gives you the look. And so I'm trying to give you the effect if you don't have a lot of hair or if you have a short cut,
Right.
so just
Okay.
ignore what's sticking out at the bottom. That would just cover your whole head. All the way.
Okay.
Okay, make sense?
Yes.
All right. So, but maybe this is too much. You say, okay, I'm really not the bow. I'm not the bow type.
Mm.
So you can take the same fabric and take it, and just instead of creating the bow, just take it and tuck it. Tuck it in the back. Tuck it in the back. You can either have, like my end is standing up right now. I might want to, because I tucked it, I created like a crease so I can just do a complete tuck all around. And I can have it like that. Just nice, flat, simple. Readjust my front however I want it. I can have layers. Create a ripple effect. A little side up, different levels. See that?
Very nice.
So you can work with it. And my
Very
my
nice.
little lock on the side is feeling like standing out. Thank you, Carolyn. So it wants to be out today. Don't want to go back. Keep coming out on its own. So this is my thing today. This is what it's doing today.
Iris.
Yes.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, my computer shut down or something. I was trying to get you on the cell phone.
Oh, okay. I saw that you got knocked out and came back
Yeah,
in.
it shut down. I don't know what happened.
And just to remind you, whatever you do from the front to the back, you can do from the back to the front. And again, I'm going to leave my hair under for those with shorter hair. and I'm pulling it to the front. And taking it back, just turning it and bringing it to the front. And I'm going to start to tuck it as I bring it back around. Again, basing it on my length. And I'm tucking. And so you control that how you want. So did it that way to give the image of low haircut, no hair, just adjusting it how you want.
Love.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Front to the back, back to the front. You can also take it that way and bring it around. Well, this is a little bit shorter, but I can get one tie in there and then use my ends.
Now, is that going to stay? That is, it's.
Yes, this is tight. This is tight.
The last piece you did.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's tight. It didn't budge. And that's because the African fabric is kind of a stiffer fabric, so it's somewhat moldable.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So this will stay. This would stay.
Okay.
Now, if you're doing some African dance,
that's your next workshop.
Yes. Oh, you're swinging your head a lot. It might start to slide, but other than that, it's firm, secure. Foundation created in the wrapping. Okay. Well, actually, that was a little tight. Remember, I talked about how you feel a release when you unloosen it, when you go to take it off. You feel that kind of release was like. Well, I felt that, so it was a little tight. Okay. All right. I know Sister Fran wanted me to do the cardigan and the other wrap covering the head. This is like a net. Some of us have these little scarves. That's kind of like a net. So I'm going to show you with that. That's when, your hair will show through. This one actually has solid around the ends. I have one like this that's very sparkly. So I use that one a lot. So it doesn't have the holes, but it's made just like this out of this fabric, and it has a lot of frill on the end. And so sometimes I like to wear that one. And usually these I'll tie around my hair or use it to make the buns in the back. Not so much using this kind to do the wrap across the front and the back, but more of the bun type. And just tucking it. Again, you can put all your hair in it, or you can have your hair hanging out. And it just gives a different look. So you're not fully hiding your hair, but it's like a subtle design over your head. So my hair is kind of a little bit out of it. You can adjust it how you want. It could be fully out, or it could be fully covered. And you can tuck it how you want it. Yep, it could go either way. Or I might want my hair sticking out a little bit, so I'll push it out a little bit more, wrap that around like that. And then you have it. So you have options. You have many options. Janie keeps getting knocked out.
I'm trying to get back in on the computer. Can you
Oh.
let me in? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. I let you in. And so this has the band. I'm using the band, but you don't necessarily have to. Remember, you always have the option to adjust it once you have it on. So maybe I don't want that much of that band. Maybe I want it smaller. So I fold it in half, right? Maybe I just want to crunch it, scrunch it up. Show a little hair, Okay, you go with how you feel. I like it. I actually tend to like, when I wrap my hair around it, I actually tend to like it further down. So I would probably have it like this. Okay, see that little lock. We got personality locks jumping out today. Okay, so yeah, just something, so it's subtle. It's subtle. It's not a full covering. It's not solid, solid material, meaning all color, or this has the holes, the nets, and so it's stretchy. So you don't need to pull it as much because you don't want to stretch out the net too much, but you adjust it to how you want it. So it gives you a little difference. And these are little scarves you can get anywhere, and they're usually they can be the size of like your night scarf to longer. You can get them in varying sizes is what I'm saying. Okay. All right, that's that one. So I'm gonna move on to.
Oh wait, 1 minute, Iris. That net, can you hear me?
Yes.
The net piece you just had, is that long one piece? I'm sorry, I got, but is it a square?
Yes. So it's not a whole lot of width.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying almost comparable to the length of your neck scarf, a night scarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like a, scarf that you put around your.
Yes.
Same thing.
Right.
Again, good travel.
Okay.
Good travel tips, multi-purpose items.
Yeah, it's good. Right. Okay. That looks good too.
Right. So you might have it with one outfit one day on your head, another day you have it around your neck. So
that's so cool.
Less items, more uses.
Smart. That's smart too. Yeah.
Okay. And then we always do the little basic one. So I say we used to use these. Remember, different styles you use. You want the front of your hair flat, and you take the scarf and just tie it around the front to flatten the front of your hair. So this this is like one of those.
Hey, that's so neat. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you could do it. So look at my little tag. You don't want the tag like that. You want the tag tucked if it has a tag. And you can just do a little side personality. Maybe you feel a little carefree and you just want to let it hang.
Yeah.
Kind of like the one you had, Janie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of want to just let it hang.
Yeah.
Or like, okay, no, that's not me. Maybe tuck one side. A little too much the other way. You have one piece hanging.
Yeah.
Or more pieces hanging.
Looks nice.
Okay. Wow. So many different ways.
So it's when you don't want too much, just simple, just something quick. You want a little pop of color, you grab one of those little ones or a smaller piece of fabric.
Right.
And just quick tie wrap.
Okay.
Or wrap tie and go.
And
Okay,
so,
again, always you're in control of how far down or how far back once you create your foundation. All right, simple. I was trying to stall for Fran. She seemed to have stepped out, but I'm gonna move on to the cardigan because our time is running from the difficulty of getting on at the start. Took some of our time. So last week I wrapped it from the back, from the bottom end. This is a cardigan. Cardigan with no buttons, drop sides, with long sleeves. Okay. I'm going to wrap from the top, which is the collar. So I'm going to put it around me. I'm still competing with the sun shining in my window.
It's a gorgeous day.
Yes. So I'm taking the neck, making sure my tag is not showing, and I'm pulling it back behind me.
Okay.
So I'm taking the end of it, and I'm holding both ends. So you can see here. And I'm tying. Simple. I'm not worried about how it's looking right now. I'm just creating my foundation. So I'm tying it. I'm going to double tie it so it doesn't move on me. All right. So I have that tied. I have my front. I'm pulling it all the way down because I'm going to adjust it after. Now I have some sleeves somewhere, right? My sleeves got caught up in there, but I want my sleeves. My sleeves, I pulled out my sleeves, so you might want to know where your sleeves are ahead of time. And I'm bringing my sleeves to the front. And why I'm using my sleeves this time, first, because I'm creating a front foundation. I'm adding to my foundation the front. And I'm taking and I'm starting to tuck it. So this is part of my design. So now I have whatever I have in the back. I just choose and feel out where I want to tuck it. Start with tucking that, and then everything else is just adjusting. Just adjusting it. Making sure I don't have no ends sticking out. And again, I'm doing my hair like this to keep it flat, to give you a variation of doing it no matter what length of your hair. Okay? So.
Yeah, I like that one.
Now, does that look like a cardigan anymore?
no way.
Oh, it's like a turban almost. It's lovely.
No way.
So that is really lovely.
So then you're adjusting it. So by me bringing the sleeves around to the front, that gave me some volume and some definition, and it gave me more to work with to create however I want the front of my design to look. I actually like this just like this.
Yeah,
I like looks good. It looks
good.
It looks very good.
Like this, I just might make sure. Now, you can always feel it for yourself, how tight and firm your foundation is that you created. So I don't have a double mirror. So I'm making sure that it looks how I want it to look, that, it feels right. And again, the more you do it, you get a natural feeling of it. You get a natural sense of it. It's like it's like it's part of our nature. Our spirit connects to it and you can feel
Yeah.
it. So it's no longer like you become conscious, like, oh, I can't see the bag. What's happening back there? You feel it. You feel it. You feel a sense of confidence. The more you do it, the more connected you become to it. And then you just, if you want to do any adjusting, you can. You know, you play around with it because you have some layers. You could do ripples. You could do whatever you want. Remember, we always said you can pull it back, adjust it. But for the shape of my head, it just always looks better. Bring it down a little bit. So
yes.
you go with what you have.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know. It's my sister's calling me. Yeah. So we have two things on.
So you put it on mute.
Right. I can mute you. Go ahead. You look a little frozen. Yeah. And so you just go with it. You just go with it. And don't, you know, nobody's going to say, oh, you have a sweater on your head.
No way. They sure won't.
You have a cardigan.
It don't look like, it don't look like a mini skirt or nothing.
Right. A mini skirt. You're on
because you already, I mean, you know, it's, when I get to that, oh, I'm going to be good.
Yes. Yes. So keep working, keep working, keep working, keep working at it. And, you know, again, adjusting it. So I'm feeling a little edge and I can tell because I know it's a sweater. So as I feel it, I know, okay, that might be a piece of my neck. Oh, that might be the edge, the side of the sweater, you know, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful travel tip because you're traveling with less items and you can do more with the items that you travel with.
Yeah. If you feel chilly, you can put it on.
Right. Maybe, you know, might be your day look. Take it off. Put it over you for the night.
Oh my God.
You just work it how you work it.
So terrific.
Now let's see me get out of it, right? Oh look, wait, I could, you know.
Oh, you could let it fly. Oh!
No hang action here.
Yeah.
And you still don't know it's a sweater, right?
Right. Oh, that looks good too.
Oh yeah. See, you just, it's different every time. Every time. And you come up with another look as you're adjusting it. And, you know, when you start taking it off, you remember, it's a sweater. It's definitely a sweater. No trick of the camera. It's a sweater. It is the cardigan. Okay, so I'm going to do two more. Our little dress. So this is a dress. This is the top of the dress. It's stretch, a lot of spandex in this. And the top has lace and stuff. So I'm going to work with this. Has V-neck and no sleeves and all of that going on. So I'm going to work from the bottom. I'm opening it up and I'm going to put my head in it. Oh, Jenny got knocked off. I know she's been working with the dresses this week. I mean, I'm sorry, not
Jenny. Oh, that's Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
She sent me a couple of texts the other day.
Yeah, she said
she's working with a dress. So she's been practicing. So I'm sorry she got knocked off.
Yeah. She said she's going to bring her dress.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, she back on?
She's coming back in.
Okay.
Yeah. Right on time.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a dress. You know, those little comfy dresses. This is a wonderful fabric that feels really good on your skin. And so, although it doesn't fit me like it used to, I keep it in my drawer and I wear it in the house. And sometimes I even put it on with leggings because, you know, it's a little shorter. But however, I can also use it as my head wrap because it is a fabric that I absolutely love on my skin. And so you don't have to throw it away. You can use it for something else. other than wearing it as a dress and showing too much. So I've put my head in it, right? My whole head is inside the dress, and I'm pulling it out. I pulled it all the way down so that I could work with it after and adjust it how I want. And I'm taking the ends and I'm pulling it out and I'm creating.
Excuse me, Iris. I think Sarah is going to. Did Sarah come back with her dress?
She is here.
Oh. Okay.
Can you see her?
No.
Okay, you have to unmute yourself, Sarah. You muted yourself. You have to unmute, Sarah.
Okay. Right, because I was trying to. Okay.
There you go. All right. So again, I'm taking the ends. Okay. And I'm creating my foundation for my tie. So I'm taking it and I am tying it. And I'm going to do a double tie. Again, strengthening my foundation with the double tie.
That's the right thing I can do.
And then I'm just going to tuck that. Okay. Or you can leave it hanging to come back to, but I'm going to tuck it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth front, smooth to the head.
Okay.
So I have the rest of this dress. So now it's about what I want to show. Again, you can take it and do the bun in the back around your hair or create the bun around the foundation. So you can do that. But I'm going to come to the front first. And remember I said you can feel which way you should go. And even if you start one way and feel like you need to go back the other way, you can. Because you have your firm foundation back here. So the reason you're feeling out which way to go is because you want to make sure that nothing, no ends or nothing is sticking out, and that you can get it all the way back to this point from the other side. So maybe I need to go this way. You're going to feel that out, right? So let's see.
I think this was the best dress to pick.
And again, I want to show some of my colors because this is just so much going on, and I want to use it nicely. So I want to make sure the objective is making sure that I get back here, that it reaches back here, because that's where I'm tucking it, right? Then I start to create. So I'm tucking, making sure you can't see my sleeve holes because this is a sleeveless. And I'm tucking. And
where's the lace, the frilly lace that you had there? Where do you put that at?
this time I tucked it back here.
Oh.
You see a little bit right there.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. Okay.
Yep. So depending, I know last week I showed a little bit of the lace.
Yes, in the front. Yeah.
Yeah. Try to give you some variations. I want to wrap it a little bit different this time.
Okay.
So I'm using more of the side of the dress, which has, so right here what's happening, I don't know if you can tell. So, you know, the cinch in the waist with the extra elastic.
With the elastic.
Yes. So that's what I'm using and showing right here.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So giving it a whole nother design. But by no means can you tell.
No.
That's the dress.
Right.
No.
Right.
No. Right.
This dress is not the best one for it. This is a better dress for it. So can it be that the dress is too bulky? Some dresses are just too bulky, right?
Yes, yes. Because remember we talked about
that I love. It's a little too bulky, but I'm going to practice it during the week anyway.
Right.
That was the one I sent you.
Yes, I was telling them that I was trying to wait for you to come back because you said pictures practicing, and so you've been doing such a great job practicing through the week that I wanted to make sure you was on when we did it. And so again, just adjusting it how you want.
How do you get those sides again?
Oh, take the ends, create ends, pull it out,
Make your ends, yeah.
and squeeze it and pull it to the back.
I'm going all the way to the waist? No.
What do you mean all the way to the waist? No. If it's really long, you might want to fold it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's really long, you might want to fold the edge under over your head, but you're putting your head in it. Yep, just like that.
Okay.
And pull out.
And then
Well, you're only pulling it back like that if you're doing the bun in the back. That's the only way you would pull it back like that. Other than that, you're pulling out the sides and creating ties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take.
No, that's not right.
So I tucked it. Oh, I tucked it really well. There's my lace.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So now we talked about creating the bun. So again, my foundation is already created, so I can really do whatever I want with it.
That's not working. Let's try this one again.
So there's some of my lace showing on there.
Yeah, there's some lace. A little bit.
And so yeah, you squeeze it and tuck it and make it how wide or thin you want it. And there you have it, and I have the smooth foundation front. I could have all my hair up in it, or however you want to do it, depending on how your hair is. Okay, got a little design. I got this part, the body part of the design here, and then my base, because this is a solid black with the design on the black. So I can use that to my benefit. And there I have that. And always adjusting it how you want it. But I like mine down when I do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I see you, Sarah.
I completely forgot what I'm doing. But
you mastered the t-shirt today. You're gonna master that dress.
yeah.
You will be.
I had it last week. Yeah. I want the dress. I'm gonna do it.
So remember to send me a picture. I'm taking it
I'm
out.
gonna do and putting my head in the dress. Okay, head in the dress.
Okay. So there we have our spandex stretch long sleeve tee.
Well, that's good. Okay, what's this one?
I'm taking it, I'm folding down the top part, the collar.
Ah,
And I'm
okay.
taking it and I'm putting across my face.
Uh-huh.
Tying it to the back. Double tie. Leave that. Come back to the front. And I'm going in between. I'm scrunching it until I get to the hole, which is the neck.
Okay. And then you do what?
And then we have,
Wait a minute.
and if it's like, this is really thin. So I might want to do layers. I can layer it.
Mm-hmm.
Get my hair out of here. Get rid of the tag.
Moving it down.
awesome, Janie. You got that.
You got it? Let me see.
I really want to.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to know how to do this.
You got it. So we'll send Fran the recording because she missed it.
Oh yeah, Fran is not here.
She requested this.
Yeah.
Okay. Do it how you want.
Yes.
Hang it in the back. Everything is
And then
covered.
what are we
Right
doing
hand
next?
is
We
covered.
pull it over. We find the hole.
So
Where is the
Iris,
hole?
look, Iris, what do we do with this? I did it wrong. Why do I have my sleeves out?
Yeah, why do you? Mine is underneath. So
What? I fold mine. I did it wrong. Why do I have my?
so bring it back over. Bring it back over your head. I mean, it's working for you, but
But I wouldn't want the sleeve. But I could tie the sleeves or something. I guess in the back. Go back over my head.
yep.
The whole thing.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm trying to see what you did.
Oh. Oh wait, I had
okay.
it tied back here. Wait, let me.
Okay. Okay. That's the
That's
thing. Take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Take it completely off and bring it back to the front of your face.
Okay.
Start again from the first step.
Okay.
Okay, so from here.
You fold it to you, right? When you did, you fold it to you.
Correct.
Right there.
Yep. Hold it up. I can't really see.
But yep. I got the front there like this to me, the neck.
Yes.
And then
take it across, tie it behind your head.
Tie it. Tie it.
Double tie it. Because you have fabric like mine.
It's slippery, yeah.
Okay, now let it go. Now that's it. You got twice, right? Just tying twice is good. Okay, now go up underneath. Let me catch up with you.
Underneath.
You in between, right? To open the shirt up.
In between, you're pulling the top part over your head.
Right, to open the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And leaving the bottom. So you're pulling the top over your head. And that's going to cover the back tie. See, it's covering the back tie. The back tie is underneath, right?
Oh, yeah, but then, oh, look, what did I do wrong
You did it on the, you got it on the wrong side, but that's okay. You got it. Yeah, then you adjust it.
Oh, yeah, now the ties is under it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So I don't know what you did.
I don't know either. That's why when I said to you, why do I have these? Okay.
Like inside out.
Why are you tying now, Sarah? Don't you already have a tie underneath?
I don't know what, because this is like extra. So I don't know where all these extra little pieces came from. I feel like a terrorist here.
Oh Lord, don't say that.
Say that.
Yeah, you know, that's how they come with their faces.
I know, but it's not that, it's a jahid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one way. And this is a very thin. This actually has a wicking away coolness fabric. This is one of the fabrics I use when I do like races and stuff and train. So it has that kind of material. So it's very breathable and all of that. This is a little thicker material, so you can really do it with that, whatever.
Inside out.
This is black. You don't have to do it inside out. So this but it will determine where you put your tag. So this is a little bit thicker and it's a black.
Oh yeah, because I put my tag. Yeah. Okay.
We did it with the color first for you to be able to see. And now I'm doing the same thing. Looking for my opening. this is just using a simple shirt. You can adjust it how you want. And this has a little bit thicker fabric. So how the other one, I layered it because it was so thin. This is thicker. It has spandex in it, so it's stretched. And it's, you know, it can breathe. Okay, so that I wanted to get the last request in. Any questions? Anybody have something they want to show? This is your opportunity. Any questions before we close out? And you did a really great job there, Jeannie.
She did. She got it. I have to come to her for a tutorial.
Oh.
I had a question, but you answered it already.
Oh, okay.
And that was when you do them to the front, you said you can also do it to the coming from the back as well.
Okay, good. I love when I get to the question before it's asked. But I usually say put it in the chat so you don't forget it, because I don't want to have a question. If you don't want to ask right then and there, just slip it in the chat. I keep the chat open so I can see. So yeah.
Iris.
Yes.
I have a piece. I have a this is like a triangle. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little point. It's straight and it's got a little point. I want next time see how to see. It's got long ends and then it's like a handkerchief, but no, it's
like a handkerchief.
Yeah, but it don't have this. It's not a square. It's got the two long ends. I don't know if you can see it.
So I can. You did it with that one?
No, I want to learn how to do it with this one. I like the piece, but
okay, this is not wide enough. Let me see if I have something wide enough. Okay, so is it like this, like a regular size scarf?
It's not regular, but you know, like a regular scarf, you have a square, but you fold it for three. It's just got three corners, two ends, and one sharp point down on the bottom.
Okay, so I can use this to show. See, like a triangle?
Yeah, like a 3-point, yeah.
So with this one, you can put over.
Put over.
The front, just like we do the others. And you have your two ends. You can tie that in the back. Now these I've seen, you can do it just like this. Like say you just want to be carefree, do a double knot, and you can just let it hang, depending on the design of it. Tie it and just let it all hang in the back, right? That's one option, depending on what kind of design it has on it. The other option is to bring it to the front. And I would tuck it as opposed to tying it, because it's short. Well, this one is anyway. Yours look like, okay, about the same length.
And you tie it in the front?
Yep. And then you just tuck the back. Oh yeah, that looks good. And I can see it because of your colors. We can see it better than mine.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Oh, these colors are working for you today.
I had colors, and it's some things that, you can't wear it under your coat. I said, look at, I didn't want to throw them away.
Yeah.
That's why I pulled this one out. I said, look, let me just see. But that's
a nice one. That's pretty.
That'll be all right with me. I mean, I'll be okay with it like this.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I'll be okay with it like this.
Beautiful.
That's all I don't have as much as you have, Iris, but it's enough it's a small piece, but.
No, that's good. This is not a lot of fabric either. Yep, I just brought it around and I tucked it. Actually, what I just did is I went back and I took out one of the ties. I had it double tied in the back, but it wasn't long enough to give me a lot in the front. So I went back, I took out the double tie, just did a single, and then brought it to the front and tucked it.
Well, that's what I had to do. Because I didn't have enough to come to the front by untie. Yeah, because I took one of the ties out.
Right, and so
now I'm starting to feel like tuck.
See,
See,
the more you do it,
yeah, your fingers feel the tuck. When you say "oh tuck," so I just be tucking, but but feeling it is different.
Yes,
I mean, that's me. Because before I was just like, which way? I asked you which way to tuck it, under or over. But now I feel like I can tuck it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Awesome. That is the best response and news I could have.
Yeah.
You made my day. That means that I did something right.
Yeah. You feel the tuck. I'm good. I'm
feel
good.
It.
Yeah.
Feel it. You feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it. Yes, you feel it. Awesome. Great job. Great job. Great job.
Okay.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Iris.
Anything else you want to say before we close out, before we end?
Oh, I have just one thing. My sister was trying to get in. But she said you didn't let her in. You asked her if she was from Brooklyn. She's calling from Texas.
No,
so for the next time. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't ask anybody anything. You should.
So then she must have been on the wrong spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Because I said that seems so odd. Yeah.
So I had resent the link this morning, so you could have forwarded that. So what I will do for next week, I'll send it out the morning of, as a reminder. But you have the original, which gave you access to all of the sessions.
Right.
And I resent it this morning. Mm-hmm. So I know sometimes you're searching through your emails and you may not be able to find it. And so that's why I like to do the day of reminder. But however, you do have the access and you can share it with friends and family. It's open. We had a large group last week. We have a smaller group today.
Yes.
It's a bit more intimate. So whether it's 1 or 21, it doesn't matter.
Right.
We're going forth.
Better for us, more individualized attention.
Yes.
We like that.
Yes. So same place, same time.
Okay. And what about this on YouTube? So can we go back and look at it on YouTube?
Yes. So we have it recorded. I hope it all went well. And we'll see afterwards. So it is recorded and it is live on YouTube. And so I don't have it open. So hopefully I can go back and see if anyone joined in and had comments. We're extending it this week.
So if someone go to the YouTube, they just going to see you doing it. Is that right?
No, they're going to see us all.
Oh, really? Everybody doing whatever they do?
Yes, because this is a tutorial. It's a tutorial. It's a work with you session.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can tell my daughter, because she was on last week, but she couldn't get on this week. So I could say to her, she could go to the YouTube live.
Yes, I will share the link.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And then you should be able to search it. The title is Creative Head-Wrapping, a look for my name. I'll send it to you so that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so you have direct access. And so you should get alerts.
Okay, great.
You don't have to search for it.
Oh, okay. Because one part, when I came on, it say register to subscribe or something. Is that the part you mean?
No, that would be what I'm relating to right now is direct on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So I'll definitely forward the links, and we would look forward to next week. Do send me pictures of any additional objects or fabrics that you try. I love to see it. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing those pictures with me. I absolutely love them.
Lovely.
And until next week.
All right, love.
Have an awesome rest of your Saturday.
Yes.
Thanks, Maris.
Put your head out. It's a beautiful sunny day.
Okay.
At least it is in Yonkers.
Thank you.
Okay.